Hey, what's up guys? This is Trenchy back again to bring you another video. This time we are doing the 80s cheesy horror tag created by Late Horror Show. He's a channel I recently discovered. He's very cool. I was tagged by Jen's Reviews from the Grave, aka Jen and Christian, um, which I would like to thank them for tagging me into this fun tag. And yeah, I love me some good 80s cheese. So let's get into this. One, favorite cheesy horror movie of the 80s. Okay, so I had to do a tie at two. One, it hurts me to say this is cheesy, but it's a little cheesy. People might argue it's just really of its time. And then the other one is another one I love that's like super cheesy and it just embraces being cheesy. And my first pick is The Lost Boys. Lost Boys is a little bit cheesy in a good way, and I know people are gonna hate on me for saying that, but come on, look at some of the lines in here. My own brother, a shit sucking vampire. You wait till mom hears about this, buddy. Um, just the big hair. It's very of its time. Um, and just the theme. It doesn't really know what it is, but it really works. Like it's like a sexy R-rated kid, adventurous, violent boot. It like really transgens the the genres. It kind of mixes a few different genres in here, and I really love it. I really love Lost Boys, even though I gotta admit it's a little cheesy, but I love it. It's my second favorite movie of all time. And my other pick was Slaughter High because I love Slaughter High. Like I said before, it's one of the first slashers I've seen, but it's cheesy as fuck. It's how he's killing people. He's putting acid in a beer can. How do you do that? I love it. And he puts acid into the bathtubs and shit, makes it come out the drains. And the acting is just some of the acting in this is just goddamn terrible, but I love it. Slaughter High is just a brilliant cheesy mess. Yeah, that's my favorite of all time. Number two, the worst cheesy horror movie of the 80s of all time. Okay, I gotta go with Troll 2. I love Troll 2. Troll 2 is a masterpiece of badness, but you don't get worse than Troll 2. I believe Troll 2 was written to be a comedy, because a horror comedy, the original one that was supposed to be like Nilbog or whatever, it was written to be a horror comedy, because you can really see it when the boy's talking to the girl, and the girl's like, "You better not hang out with those other guys," and he's like, I've never seen them, I swear." And then the boys pop up at the window. That's like comedic writing right there. Nobody wrote that in the script, attending that be serious. Um, and you don't piss on hospitality. Come on, the bad acting, the fact that they're goblins and not trolls, the weird looking costumes just overdrive it over. The fact that they turn people into cabbage before they eat them because our monsters are vegetarians. Just everything just makes this the worst movie out there. But that's why it's so good. It's so good because it's so memorable. So that's why I say this is the worst 80s cheesy movie of all time. But it's also the best, worst 80s cheesy movie of all time. For best produced 80s cheesy horror film, I gotta go with Puppet Master. Well, this film's a little cheesy. It's got a really good story. The hotel looks badass. It all looks awesome. The puppets look great, even though they're stop motion. And yes, there's some silly moments in this. Yes, it's about puppets killing people. It's gonna get a little cheesy. But it's very well done. It's like the best way you could pull off a cheesy plot. This movie does it. Eh, you can see all the love and work put into this film. And yes, Full Moon's known for making weird ass shit. But I really love what they did with this. That's why number three is Puppet Master. Number four, weirdest 80s cheesy horror film. I gotta go with Brain Damage. Brain Damage is about a worm god named Elmer who sneaks away from his old owners because they were feeding him animal brains and not human brains. So he finds this dude named Brian, starts sticking onto the back of his neck, making him go on drug trips while he is sucking out people's brains. We have a scene where Brian is getting oral sex from a woman who's technically raping him because he's all drugged out of his mind. And she decides, I'm gonna rape this dude, and then Elmer pulls the brain out of her mouth. Um, and just the ending of this movie where the dude's head like explodes in the bright lights, his head like comes off, and it's fucking crazy, man. So yeah, this one of the weirdest shit I've ever seen. So yeah, I gotta go with Brain Damage. 5 best scene from a cheesy horror movie, 80s cheesy horror movie. I have to go with the "We Made You" scene from Maximum Overdrive. Yes, everybody talks about the soda can kill. Everybody talks about Stephen King being called an asshole, and the one kid getting rolled over by a steamroller. A lot of people talk about that stuff in the Green Goblin truck, but nobody mentioned this scene where the waitress in the restaurant gets sick and tired, grabs, I believe, a rocket launcher, goes outside, and literally turns into a cartoon character. She's literally like, "We made you! We made you!" And she's making all these weird motions. "We made you! We made you!" And it's really, really funny. Really gives like the acting of Mr. Toomey and Isaac from Children of the Corn and Mr. Toomey from The Langoliers a run for their money. Scaring the little girl? No. Do not question my word, Malachi. Stephen King movies have a lot of fun in them. A lot of fun in the 80s Stephen King movies. But yeah, We Made You from Maximum Overdrive. Rewatch that scene. It's cheesy and silly as fuck. Number 6, best creature in a cheesy horror movie. I gotta go with the Ghoulies from the Ghoulies. I love the Ghoulies. Some people say they're a rip off of Gremlins. I don't think they are. They're like little redneck monsters. That's what they are. They have personality. They're 3 different monsters. Um, and they're just little redneck monsters with like fun personalities that just want to cause chaos. Little redneck assholes. That's what they are. My favorite movie of theirs, Ghoulies Go to College, came out in the 90s, but I like all the Ghoulies movies. They're just a lot of fun. So yeah, I go with Ghoulies for that question. Number 7, which was Best Creature in a Cheesy Horror Film, and that was number 6. Number 7, favorite cheesy aliens from space horror movie, 80s horror movie. So I chose 2, because I couldn't choose. I went with Killer Clowns from Outer Space, because that movie's just off the wall, kind of crazy, just bonkers, so much fun. The Killer Puppet Show, the little one knocking the dude's block off, the cotton candy wrappings, just some of the acting in that film is just some of our main characters survive by hiding in an ice cream truck. It's just fucking crazy. So yeah, I also went with Without Warning. It's a very underrated 80s alien film that inspired the Predator. Um, Again, very cheesy. It's very much like a slasher with aliens. They got these little pods that they grow, and the pods like eat people. Um, the alien looks fake as fuck, but it's cool. There's a scene where the dude's like holding a shotgun at the alien, but he like pauses, shoots once, then pauses and lets the alien throw like the things at him so he'll die. It's fucking cheesy. It's fucking cheesy, but it's awesome. 9, scariest cheesy horror film. I went with Children of the Corn. Um, cause I don't know, it was hard. I was gonna go with Nightmare on Elm Street 3, but I really don't think Nightmare on Elm Street 3 is really that cheesy enough. So I went with Children of the Corn because the concept of children killing people has always been creepy to me. Oh, I find children creepy in general. So just this movie is really cheesy and doesn't really scare me, but just the idea of it scares me. The children going around killing people and starting this cult, and any children that gets over a certain age must sacrifice themselves to the corn god. It's fucking creepy as shit. So yeah, Children of Corn for my number 8 for my scariest cheesy horror film. Number 9 is favorite cheesy 80s sci-fi horror movie. I went with Chopping Mall. I love Chopping Mall. I love the robots. I love how sassy they are. Um, I love the way they kill the people. They blow up their heads. Like a shitload of blood was used in this movie. I heard like buckets and buckets of blood was used to make this. Dick Miller's in it and he gets electrocuted, which kind of bullshit because he actually was supposed to be in the mall. So the robots aren't even doing their job correctly. And it's just a good ass movie. Good ass movie, Chopping Mall. Just very fun. Very fun, cheesy movie from the 80s. Like, let's make the movie called Chopping Mall, but there's no chopping or anything going on. It's robots electrocuting people and blowing them up. Like, how could they blow up someone's head if they're just supposed to tase them? Like, what the fuck? You know? What the fuck? 10. Cheapest 80s cheesy horror movie. I gotta go with Jaws 3D. The effects on this are bullshit, and it's just bad, man. It's just bad looking. Really bad. Um, just a low point for the series. It has a good premise, but just really bad. And yeah, just the shark looks fake as fuck, and some of the body parts look fake as fuck. It's just bad. So yeah, I would like to thank the. That's all the questions. I would like to thank the Lately Horror Show for making this. I'd like to thank Jim's Reviews from the Grave for tagging me. Both of their links will be up. And on this video, I'm gonna tag Hey is Annette Devon Graham. I'm going to tag Junebug, and that's probably the only two I'm gonna tag right now because I can't pick. You guys have a nice day. Stay frosty. This is Trenchy signing off. Beep up boop.